everyone, it is Haley, aka Haley's Hobbies, and welcome back to my channel where I talk about my hobbies. Hello, hi. We are back with another reading vlog, and I'm kind of in a reading slump, not gonna lie. I think the 24-hour readathon really did me in, but we're trying to get back into it. I do have a few things I need to do this week, but I kind of wanted to try and like continue some series that I've been reading, and a lot of them happen to be on the Kindle. So how about we talk about the TBR first of all. Book number 1, Crescent City 3. I'm about 60% of the way through. It's my first time reading it, and honestly I really love the series, and so I checked out the book from the library. Second book is Onyx Storm, which of course like broke the internet a while ago as Fourth Wing, and Onyx Storm recently came out, and I got the ebook from the library. My hold finally came in. I was like one of the first people to place the hold, and I finally got it, so we need to read that. Kind of not really like a series. I need a palette oh my gosh, I can't speak. I need a palette cleanser between Crescent City and Onyx Storm, because obviously they're both fantasy books. So I think I'm gonna read The Deal by Elle Kennedy, not because I want to, but because I need a palette cleanser and it's the only one I have. I have the Kindle Unlimited trial until the end of the month. It's on Kindle Unlimited, so I'm gonna give that a go. I don't really know anything about it except for that it's spicy, which I'm not like particularly in the mood to read, and I never really gravitate towards, but like I said, it's the only book I have right now that fits the palette cleansing criteria. So this weekend I'm dog sitting and house sitting, so what I'm thinking is that over the next like 2 or 3 days I finish up Crescent City, and then like maybe like Thursday, Friday I read The Deal, and then Saturday, Sunday I read Onyx Storm, and then potentially a few days after that. And then that might just end the reading vlog, but if I feel like I don't have enough footage, we may keep going. I have a few other books on my Kindle. Like I have Quicksilver from Kindle Unlimited, but I feel like maybe I could get that easily from the library. I also have the Book 2 in the Crowns of Nyaxia series. I feel a bit of in a reading slump, which is kind of sucks. I also have a few other things that I need to do for one of the PhD programs I've been admitted to, and the one that I'm like pretty sure that I'm going to. The professor sent me a fellowship application, and it's due March 1st. Currently when I'm filming this, it is like February 10th. I've filmed these videos pretty early because I hate editing them and it takes me forever. Anyway, so that's due March 1st, and so I do need to start writing and come up with a good like draft by this weekend. I'm also going through the backlog of that professor's work, all their publications, and reading them, so I'm gonna read a few of those. And then I also have my old micro textbook, and I kind of want to read a few things from there just to like refresh my memory on some stuff. That's the plan. I'm like really tired if you can't tell. I got off of work, and then I had a meeting with a grad student at a different university with the professor that I was considering working with, but after kind of talking with her, I don't know if I really want to work with him anymore. Now I'm just watching a couple YouTube videos. I'll probably watch this video, finish up this video that I'm watching, and then watch one more because a few people uploaded today, and then I will get into reading. I don't know how interesting this video is going to be because I'm mainly just like reading on my Kindle, but I'll try maybe and like go out or something. That requires spending money, but I am getting paid to house sit and dog sit, so maybe this weekend we can go to like a coffee shop or something. I want more tea, but it's too late for tea. I'm so tired, I don't know why. Trucker dude. I haven't been reading a whole lot just because I've been working on the fellowship stuff, but I did finish Crescent City 3, and I finished it last night. If you had told me that's like the direction that the series would go in, I would have never believed you. Like I had such a hard time getting into the first book, and once I got past like 50 or like 70, 100 pages in, that's when I was like, oh my god, this is actually like kind of good, I really love the second book, especially where it like left off. and I kind of got spoiled for the ending of the second book, but thankfully I wasn't spoiled about anything for the third book, and so the third book I just went in completely blind, and there were a few things maybe that could be a bit different that I would prefer, but I still really enjoyed it. The first book kind of starts off with this like big inciting incident that really propels the novel like into where we get to. Does that make sense? And so the third book kind of has like a closing scene from that first incident, and I almost like cried, like I was tearing up a bit, and I'm like, what the heck? Why am I tearing up over Sarah J. Maas? Like, you know? So yeah, so I finished it up last night and I really enjoyed it, so I'm very happy that I finally have that done, and now I'm ready for whatever the author publishes next. I'll again check it out from the library. Tomorrow morning I probably won't get a whole lot of reading done. I need to go get an oil change, and then I need to go to Joann's because Joann's is closing. Like, they're closing 530 stores out of their 800, I think is how many they have. And I'm not even joking when I say all the stores in like a 2-hour radius from me are closing. Like, you're kidding, right? And obviously you can like buy online and everything, but it's not the same, especially if you're buying yarn, because you want to feel the yarn, you want to see like the true color. For the rest of the night, I will be reading. However, I do want to knit for a little bit because one of the knit podcasters I like uploaded a new video and I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna work on my knitting. I'm making a sweater right now in this beautiful color. Do you see this? Stunning. Guess where it was from? Joann's. Tonight we will be starting The Deal by Elle Kennedy. Again, not because I want to, but because it's the only palette cleanser I have. I think this book is almost 400 pages, which I feel like is too much for a contemporary romance, but we'll see. Maybe that's a good length though, because sometimes I feel like contemporary romances just don't get the romance across very well. So maybe this will be a better way. I went to Joann's because it's closing. I meant to film in there, but I completely forgot. But, these little dinosaur plushie, like, keychains are so cute. So the first time I got it, I got the Triceratops, super happy. The second time I got it, I got the Triceratops. So I felt around this time quite a bit more, and I'm thinking I have either the pterodactyl or, is this a, I forgot what this dinosaur is called. I'm thinking I have this one or that one. So, oh, please. Ah, yay! Okay. Oh my god, it's so cute. Look at it. It's a pterodactyl. That's so adorable. Oh, yay. Oh my god, I'm so happy. It felt really lumpy, and so I was like, okay, I don't think that's the same one that I got last time, because the other one was pretty, like, the other one's pretty stiff. So now I have Sarah the Triceratops, and this is Terry. Someone just walked around me. LOL. I think they hit my car with their stuff. It's fine. It was like a little thing. But anyway, now I have Terry the pterodactyl. I do need to cut this off though. Hello. So I'm back. This is like really good lighting right now. I started The Deal by Elle Kennedy. I only got like a few pages in. I was gonna start it last night, but I did some journaling and then I like knocked out in bed. And so while I did my oil change today, I read like 3 pages and then they were done. It happened so fast. I was the only person there. I think I'm gonna return Onyx Storm. I have the hold and I really don't want to jump into it because I really need like some sort of palette cleanser because I've been reading a lot of fantasy, and so that's why I'm like reading The Deal right now. And I feel like once I finish The Deal, I'll only have like 3 days left to finish Onyx Storm, which like I could do, but I don't want to rush it, you know? So I think I'm gonna return it and just wait several months to have it back and then like actually take my time with it. So yeah, anyway, I think that's the plan. Okay, so I'm house sitting, right? And dog sitting. I have the 3 dogs over here, and I'm reading The Deal. Like I said earlier, I only got a few pages into it in the morning, and I've just been running around all day, and I'm also taking care of a few other dogs at a different house. So I'm on page 13 of the deal. So you have Garrett and you have Hannah, and Hannah is kind of like really smart academically, and she has a crush on this guy. And so she has a crush on this guy, and then you also have Garrett, who is a hockey player, and he's currently failing one of his classes, and if he fails it, then he can't play, and I think he gets like kicked out of school or something. And so we briefly had the two characters meet, and now we're in Garrett's POV, and there's a girl at his house. It's page 13, and we're getting like right into the spicy scenes. I was not expecting this. I mean, I kind of was, because I know a lot of people refer to it as spicy. I just wasn't expecting 13 pages in spicy. So yeah, I'm gonna keep reading it, I guess. I can't get a good angle in here, like, to film, so I'll probably film more tomorrow when I read, because I'll have some time tomorrow after I feed 5 dogs. And once I get back, then I'll have some time, and then me and my grandma are gonna meet up for lunch, because we didn't get to do anything today for Valentine's Day, and we kind of didn't want to because we knew it was probably going to be kind of busy. I feel like tomorrow's going to be more busy though, because it's Saturday and people are like off of work. But yeah, we're gonna like hang out for a bit, and then I'll come back here and read some more. I've been trying to knit, but the dogs like cuddles and pets and stuff, so it's a little hard to knit, but I can read, so that's what I've been doing. So yeah, I'll update all more tomorrow. You buy your toy? Thank you. Good morning, everyone. So it is like not even 7:30 and the antics have started. They're just playing. I like went online and made sure that I understood like the signs of dogs like play fighting versus like actual fighting. Oh, hello, you wiggling. You wiggle. You wiggle so much. You wiggle. Hello, good morning. They're all so cute. There's 2 big dogs and 1 little dog. And last night, the big dog stole the little dog's bed on the floor, so the little dog didn't have anywhere to sleep. So I put it on the bed with me, and I was a little worried if it was gonna like walk around and stuff. And it did for like a few minutes, and then I realized it wanted under the blankets. And so I pulled up the blankets, and it marched right on underneath the blankets, and then slept by my side under the blankets the entire night and did not come out once, which I thought was so funny. I was waiting for the dog to come out because my dog likes to sleep under the blankets, but she'll always come out after a certain point. This dog didn't move once. I am headed to go get breakfast, or I'm gonna get a bagel. I just inhaled some of my perfume. Ooh. But yeah, I'm going to go get some breakfast and maybe some coffee or something. And hopefully the dog chewing the toy isn't too annoying. And then I have another one right here who wants pets. And then a third one right down here. They like to give kisses, but I don't really like Kisses very much. So I'm about 62% of the way through the deal. So it's about 210 pages and I'm really enjoying it. I did not think I was gonna really like it, but I am really enjoying it. Again, sorry about the toy. I have been really liking it. Sort of right off the bat, like 13 pages in, I mentioned that there's like a bit of stuff happening like spice scene wise, like there's some sex scenes going on, but it's very like small, just like a paragraph. And so when I first read that, I was like, what did I get myself into? Because I was thinking this whole book was just going to be nuts. But after that little instance, which wasn't really described after, it's like a fade to black kind of thing. After that, there wasn't any sort of scenes like that until about halfway through the book, and now we're kind of getting into more of the spicier scenes. So you have Hannah and Garrett, like I mentioned. Garrett's kind of your typical like bro main character dude. He is the captain of the hockey team, I believe. Yeah, everyone loves him. He's everyone's favorite person. He gets like any girl, you know, and he's failing a class. And so then you have Hannah, who's passing the class, doing really well, and she has a crush on this one guy. And so they kind of make a little deal where she'll tutor him and he'll kind of pretend to date her and kind of help elevate her status, so the guy becomes interested, because that's just how it works apparently. And so they agree. And so the rest of the book, from what I've read so far, is them kind of working together and kind of starting to develop like attraction towards each other. And yeah, and I would read the trigger warnings before reading this, because there's quite a bit about an essay event that the main character experienced when she was younger. And so a lot of this book is actually her kind of like coming to terms that like it happened to her, which like she kind of already did, but kind of like actually really coming to terms with it, and also just kind of becoming like wanting to be more comfortable with her sexuality. And so that's kind of where the attraction with like Garrett kind of comes in, her trying to get comfortable with like sex again. And honestly, I think that's such a great storyline. I was really apprehensive going into it because I really don't like books with essay plot lines. It really just turns me off of a book. It's not something I really want to read personally, which is how I know I'm not like a dark romance girly. Go get your toy. It's over there. Go get it. But when the main character introduces like what happened to her, she also follows it up with a paragraph that I just really related to. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep reading this because I really like kind of what happened. Part of also why I've been really liking it is that it was an event that happened a while ago, and so now she's kind of trying to, you know, I don't want to say like move past it because it's something that always sticks with you, but you know, just kind of move past it basically. And a lot of other books that I've read that have had like a essay plot line have had like within the same chapter or like, you know, the same day, the like two main characters like hooking up later, and I don't really like that too much because like I don't know, if it were me, like I'm sorry, that's the last thing that would be on my mind if I just had to experience this, you know, event. But yeah, it just kind of makes me feel icky. And so I just really like how this story it takes place a while ago, and like now she's kind of ready to kind of have better experiences and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of why I've been like kept reading it, because I just really kind of liked that take on it. And I'm sure there's plenty of other books that do that as well. It's just, I feel like the few that I've read that have any sort of essay plot line kind of followed up with hooking up with the main character afterwards. Like it's happened enough where it makes me annoyed. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna knit for a little bit and then finish up my book. Hello everyone, I'm finally back home. I am so happy to be home. I really loved like dog sitting with the dogs that I was with, but I'm a little overstimulated. They all really love pets and they all shed, so I came home covered in dog hair, and my car that I just spent like 60 bucks cleaning is now covered in dog hair, so that's great. But I did really love like spending time with the dogs and the house that I was in. And now I'm trying to figure out what to read because I finished The Deal by Ella Kennedy, and like I loved it. I am so shocked that I loved it so much. If you've been a part of this channel for a while now, you know that me and contemporary romance don't really get along very well. I just really loved this book. I don't know why. And now I'm trying to figure out what to read next. I don't really know. I do have 2 book purchases though, so we're gonna get into that. I know I said I was not buying any books, but we did buy 2. Technically, it's 1. I have the Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, and I got this like ages ago, and I really love this edition, right? And so I have the second book in kind of like the standard edition, and I really love this too. And so kind of how I justified having both of these is that the first book can just be like a fun cover and then, or like a fun edition, and then I'll just get the regular editions for the rest of them. Because at the time I had bought this and literally they had just came out with the second book in this edition. And so I was like, well, I'm not gonna buy it again, you know, because that's just wasting money. But you know what I did on Saturday? I wasted my money. But now I have both of these 2 in the Barnes & Noble exclusive editions, and I'm very happy. I love this cover. I really love both of these. Like, I think they're both so pretty, and they're each in their own way. And honestly, like, these 2 together did not bother me so much. However, the third book in this kind of standard edition is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. I hate to say that, but they changed like the color or something, because I swear the first book is also kind of like a dark green, or kind of in like the same color palette or something, and like the same vibe, you know. However, the third book, they put it in like a weird blue, like not like a turquoise blue, but it's just this weird blue, and it's like a bright blue, and it just does not look good, like at all. I'll put a photo of it on the screen, but I just don't like it. And so I was sitting there and I was like staring at it, because they only actually have it in hardback right now. And so I was looking at it and I was like, if they put that out in paperback, I will scream. So what ended up happening is that my grandma gave me a $25 gift card to Barnes & Noble. So basically I got this for free is what I'm trying to say. And I really love that the third book is kind of like pink. I think it's so cute. Kind of like these editions. The third book is pink. I'll put the cover of the third book that's like in these editions. I feel like it's so fun. I love the pink, and so I'm very excited to pick that up when it becomes available. And so for now, I don't really know what to do with this one, because I do still love this cover. The book that I picked up that I have not read yet is Deepened by Ali Hazelwood. This also has the cool sprayed edges. And what's really cool is that, I don't know if you can see this, but the watermarks are like shiny. So I think that's like really cool. Now, I was really hesitant to pick this up because I did not like Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. I actually really didn't like it. I was very close actually to buying that book, and I'm so glad I didn't. I ended up getting it from the library. And then I recently read Bride, not recently, but like last October. But I actually enjoyed that quite a bit. Still not my favorite Ali Hazelwood. My favorite is still Love Theoretically. I don't think anything can top that one. But I did enjoy Bride, and like I would consider picking it up basically. Like kind of my marker of a good book is if I would consider picking it up and like buying it if I've like read it from the library. And so like with The Deal by Elle Kennedy, I would totally buy that book. I was very hesitant about buying Deepened because like I feel like maybe Ali Hazelwood is writing too much, and I don't want to say she shouldn't be writing too much, but I feel like she's doing quantity over quantity, no, quantity over quality right now, as opposed to quality over quantity. Yeah, but I just decided to pick it up and try it. Realistically, I totally should have waited for the library, but so far there seems to be a lot of good reviews, and honestly, I think maybe it's still like a bit of like a romantic comedy kind of thing. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be like super like serious like Not in Love. It just seems to be, it says it's a steamy college romance, so I think we're kind of gonna be back into like the love hypothesis and Love Theoretically and whatnot. And so yeah, I'm excited. This is about a competitive diver and an ace swimmer who jump in forbidden waters in this steamy college romance. And so you have Scarlett and you also have Lucas. Anyway, so I have that book actually that I could read, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really in the mood for it right now. I wonder if I should read The Mistake, which is book 2 in the Off-Campus series, which is the second book to The Deal by L. Kennedy. So I'm kind of debating on that. I don't know if I'm really in like a fantasy mood, to be honest. I think I kind of want to keep up like the contemporary vibe for now. I also have a few other Kindle reads that I could read. I have like Quicksilver, who I don't know who that's by, but I've been seeing it make the rounds on like BookTube and Bookstagram and whatnot. I have Metal Slinger, which Emmy from Emmy Rossum really loves. I also have The Crowns of Nyaxia 2, so if I want like a fun fantasy romance, I could get into that. I'm just not exactly sure what I want to read. Hello everyone. So, what's today? Wednesday? Yeah. And I cut my bangs. They're a little short, but honestly I kind of like them. They're a little messy right now because I've been out in the world and it is so windy right now. It is 37 degrees out, but with the wind it feels like 18. I think it was like 17, which is nuts. It is so cold outside. I didn't read anything yesterday, but on Monday I started The Mistake by L. Kennedy. So it's book 2 in the Off-Campus series, and it follows Logan, who is one of the friends of Garrett. Actually, it's like they're like best friends, and in the first book he kind of has feelings for Hannah, and so this book kind of has him trying to like get over that. And he also kind of meets this girl named Grace randomly, and they like immediately are like horny. I'm not a very big like insta attraction kind of person. I like having like friendships in there, so it's just not hitting the same, but I am still liking it enough to like keep reading it. Like, it's not bad by any means, and I haven't, you know, been like, oh, I want to stop reading this. I actually do like it. I wanted to share something that came in the mail. It's very crinkly right now, but I bought a Filofax. This isn't like an actual Filofax. It's not even a knockoff, is it? I've never seen a Filofax actually, but I've been watching a lot of journaling videos recently, and a lot of people have Filofaxes. I don't have the money for that, so I found one online for like 10 bucks. If I end up liking this journaling and like planning method, I think maybe I could see myself getting like a nice Filofax. This is so nice. Wow. So I bought this, and it's this really pretty matcha green color, and I was just thinking lately that I kind of just wanted a new planning system. So I've been bullet journaling for ages, since junior year of high school, and so I did it all throughout college, and then of course with my master's, and now I feel like it's a good point to try something new. And so, like I've said, I've been seeing a lot of like Filofax stuff lately, and I don't know what to call this since it's not like actually a Filofax. I guess just like, I mean, it's still my bullet journal because I'm just going to be doing it in like a ring format. So this is what it looks like on the inside. You have this like cardboard that's kind of keeping it clean, I guess, or like less indents, and you have some pockets, which I'm really excited about this because I kind of want to put like stickers and stuff in here. You have like a pen loop right here and one over here as well, and then a bigger pocket. Oh, and then the pockets on the side, which is really nice. So yeah, it feels pretty strong, good quality. We'll see how it holds up. But I just kind of wanted to try something new because I will be doing school obviously, and it'll be school and lab work, and I feel like if I combine those two things into a daily to-do list, it's just going to be a lot and very overwhelming, and I'm just going to run out of room in my little, you know, squares that I do and stuff. I thought this would be a fun way to try this. Like, I thought it'd be great to get tabs, like little page tabs, or like dividers. And then that way I can have a section for school stuff and then a section for lab work and then like a section where I just keep some paper that I can write on if I need it real quick, you know, like a little brain dump section. And so that's what I thought might be a good option. So this is a pack of dividers. I'm back. My grandma was telling me something funny. But it has 3 colors. It has kind of like this cardboard color, black, and then white. And so I thought I could just kind of assign a section a different color. And so like I said, I kind of want to do like a school section and then have a separate lab section. That's kind of what I really want to do. And I could put that in a notebook, kind of, you know, divide the notebook in half, but like if I run out of pages on one end, that'll kind of suck. So I figured this is just like a good thing to do because I can always just insert more pages. And yeah, and I also got these little what are these, like binder pockets. So I also want to, you know, keep, you know, making my spreads cute and stuff, and so I figured this is a good way to carry like some stickers around if I want to do that, or if I find something that I want to pick up from around campus, you know, because there's always free stuff on campus, and I can just kind of put this in here, or if I just need like some sticky notes or whatever, I can stick it in there. So I thought this would be great to put in there, and so I can only get a pack of 15, so I have 15 now, which is great because I feel like these break pretty easily. But yeah, I thought this would be a fun thing to try, and I feel like this will work out pretty well trying to keep all my stuff organized. I could do like 2 different notebooks, but I kind of just wanted to have everything in one place. That way, like if I need to reference something with like my school stuff, but like I'm in the lab, or if like I'm at school but I want to add something to the lab section, then I don't need to like whip out another notebook. I can just have everything in one place. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I think it's going to work out pretty well. So I've been using my little, should I call this like a Filofax ring binder? It's my planner. I wonder if you can tell that I like the color green. This happened in another video too. This isn't even like my favorite color green. It's just, I feel like everything is made in this color green now. I feel like sage kind of green is very popular. Anyway, I wasn't gonna use this until grad school. I was gonna save everything and like open it up at grad school and everything. And I wanted to do like a whole video of me setting this up and everything, which I'm still gonna do, kind of like planning for, you know, August and whatnot when that rolls around. But I could not resist doing this. So lately, I've been using like this little just like notebook that I got at Walmart for like $1. I have something tangible that I can like write in and everything, because obviously I've been bullet journaling, but I finished my last bullet journal and I didn't want to start like a whole nother journal, especially because I don't really need that right now in my life. Like, I'm not actively doing a bunch of stuff, so I don't really need to be planning all the time, but I have been feeling myself like just going nuts. I feel like I need like a bit more structure in my life. So I just was staring at my ring binder and I was like, I really want to start that. And you know what's great about the ring binder is that I can take out the pages whenever I want. So I decided to start it, and this is what I've been doing. A lot of people like decorate their binders and stuff, and I think it's so cute. You open it up and they have all this stuff decorated, and I just love it. And so I'm just going to be collecting stuff for a while so that I can like decorate all of like this, and like back here as well. I'm going to add like a little section, like if I ever lose this, I'm gonna add like my number and like my email and stuff. I decorated it, since it's like green, I just really felt called to pink. I feel like green and pink look really cute together. So I found this sticker. This is like one of my favorite stickers, and I've just stuck everything on with washi tape, and thankfully it's like staying pretty good, so I'm pretty happy about that. I also made this little collage thing that says Hailey's Planner, and my new favorite obsession has been like rhinestone stickers. So I found these little hearts, and then I have like, this isn't a rhinestone, but it's like a 3D sticker. It's like a leaf sticker. I have, these were so expensive, but they were so cute. They're little like 3D foxes. And lately that has just been my obsession, because I really wanted to try out like adding them to my notebooks and stuff. So I put in also the tabs in my binder. I don't really need these right now, but I ended up making like a February calendar, and I really like it. So I think I'm gonna spend a few more hours on this and just kind of, I want to really make like a study plan. So I think I'll spend the rest of the night doing that, and then maybe read a little bit. I did read a bit this morning, and the book just kind of got really funny. So at this point in The Mistake, I think the beginning was kind of meant to go pretty fast, because Logan and Grace just are like kind of like immediately infatuated with each other. Now we're actually into the next year of school, and now they're like not speaking to each, well, they're kind of speaking to each other, but Grace is just kind of like, I don't want to really like give myself to you that easily anymore. He kind of like humiliated her a little bit. I won't say why, but she was really upset about some stuff. She's like, new year, new me, you know, and I'm not gonna, you know, just accept him back with open arms because he smiled at me or something, you know. Like, she's like, I'm gonna make him work for it. So I think now we're gonna kind of get a lot of like flirtation back and forth, which is kind of what we've been getting, because Logan's like, hey, go on a date with me, and she's like, no. And so I'm thinking that probably like the next, you know, third of the book is gonna kind of be them going back and forth, and then kind of in the last little bit is gonna be them finally getting together. I kind of like that, because like, I don't know, I think that'll be fun. So yeah, just kind of in a good funny part. I just think it's just so fun. It's so quick to read, really enjoyable, and I think I might try and finish it tonight if I can. I'm over halfway now. Okay, hello. So here's another like little look at my new planner system that I will be trying. I just really love how this turned out. I think it looks so cute, and I love like how it matches the sticker. And so initially I made these little labels, but I had used like a yellow like gingham pattern, and like I thought it was cute, but when it came to like the black like a divider, it was giving bees, and I didn't really like that. I also just felt like it was like very different, I guess, from this vibe. It just didn't look good. So I just used the same grid washi tape and made little like labels for each tab. So this is the general label. So this will just kind of be general stuff. I want to put like my budget in here and whatnot. And right now I actually have my calendar, since like I'm not in school right now. So I put my calendar in here for now. And then I also did a little dashboard for February. And then the study plan, which technically could be in school stuff, but I'm just going to keep it here for now. So then this is the school section. So this will be where I put all of my school stuff and everything. I figured that I could do like a common like calendar maybe. So like have each of these have their own individual calendar, but maybe also just make a third calendar where I just have everything. So that way like I can look at everything in one go, and like then if I want the specific like school or lab thing, then I'll do that. That'll probably get a little tedious soon, so we'll see how that ends up working out, but I'll try it out, and then if it's too much, then I'll obviously stop. And then last but not least, we have the research tab. So yeah, and I don't have anything back here yet. I also want to make another tab just with like some paper so that I can just write random notes down. Okay, hello everyone. So it is like 10:30 on Saturday morning, and I finished The Mistake by Elle Kennedy. Definitely not, like, I still love the first one a lot more. Like the first one, that's the laundry. The first one would not like take a lot of convincing for me to like rate it 5 stars. Honestly, I really enjoyed the first one. The second book, I'd probably give like a 3.5 stars. I still really enjoyed it. I found it very funny and I really liked the characters, but like just compared to the first book, it isn't the same. The Grace and Logan are very like insta love. Well, not insta love, like insta attraction. I guess a bit of insta love, and so a lot of the book is spent with him trying to get her back, but I feel like that was resolved a little too quickly. But I really enjoyed kind of the end with like Logan's father. The TV is so loud. I am so sorry, but yeah, so I just felt like this just happened too fast. Like this book is only 300 pages, like under 300 pages on the Kindle. I just think it just happened a little too fast, and yeah, like all of a sudden there were like intense emotions where I felt like there really wasn't time to have that. But overall I did still really enjoy it, and it was a really good time, and I'm excited for the third book, which is The Score, and it's with Dean. And I've been like so intrigued by Dean in the past 2 books because he's definitely like the sluttiest out of all of them, and so I'm just like, what is it gonna take for him to settle down and be like in a relationship? So I'm very curious to see how this will go and to kind of get more of his backstory, because it's kind of mentioned in The Mistake that he doesn't really seem to care for hockey that much. So I'm curious like why he's playing, because like Logan and Garrett have been like obsessed with hockey, so I'm curious to see what Dean is up to, you know, and like his thinking and everything. I mean, so we'll see if I like The Score. I'm just so curious, like I'm excited to get into it. So yeah, I think we'll start that today, and maybe we will try and finish it for this vlog, but I also don't want to like rush it or anything. So yeah, anyway, I think I'm gonna knit for a little bit. I want to start a new project. I finished the body of my sweater. It is a bit shorter than what the pattern says, but like it hits me at a good spot, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. I just love this color. I think it's so fun. So we have The Score downloaded, so we'll see if we get into this today, but for the next little bit I just want to knit and get started on a new project. So yeah, okay, bye. Hello everyone. So it is Sunday night, and I haven't talked with y'all in a hot second, I don't think. Maybe I talked with y'all yesterday, I don't know. I am gearing up for bed. If you can hear my grandma's TV, I do apologize. She's watching the Grammys, and I actually don't know how she's doing that because they happened a while ago. So I guess she's watching like a rerun. Is it on Netflix? I don't know. Anyway, her TV has been extra loud today, so that's been great. So I'm just here wrapping up the reading vlog. Not a very interesting reading vlog, I will admit. There wasn't really a theme to this one, but my next reading vlog I'll be filming during like my spring break, and I'm debating on either doing like a page challenge or like a like another 24-hour readathon and like actually do it this time. I'm like leaning towards the page challenge just because, or should I do the 24-hour readathon? Maybe I'll do that one. I don't know. I think when y'all are seeing this, it is actually kind of spring break. Again, these are pre-filmed quite a bit in advance, so I have time to edit them, but anyway, enough of that. So yeah, so hopefully the next vlog will be a bit more interesting, but I still had a lot of fun with this reading vlog. I basically read all really good books. So the first book that I read and finished was Crescent City 3. I just really love the Crescent City series. I am trying to like branch away from like Sarah J Maas just because there are a lot of like controversies surrounding her and whatnot, and there's still like stuff that I'm like trying to learn about her, because obviously like the internet says a lot of things, but like you should go out and do your own research. So I'm still kind of like reading stuff and whatnot. So I am probably not going to be talking about the rest of her books from now on. I'm basically all caught up now, which means I can actually watch all the TikToks that I've saved on fan theories and stuff. But I am all caught up now, which is really nice at least. And yeah, I do really love the Crescent City series. Like, that being said, I think it's such a cool world, and I kind of love the combination of like technology and magic. I think it's such a cool like system, like a magic system to use. One of my favorite series, the city, what is it called? It's Foundry Side. The first book is Foundry Side. I can't remember. Is it just the Foundry Side trilogy? I don't know. But the Foundry Side trilogy, which I still need to read the last book, it has one of my favorite magic systems. I just think it's so cool, and I just really love how it combines like tech and magic. And so I've also heard that like Stormlight Archive, it kind of gets more into, I think it kind of gets a bit more into some like tech stuff, not like tech like phones and whatnot, but just kind of like, I don't want to spoil anything too much, but there are ways that they kind of use magic in like everyday items and stuff, not just like, you know, I have water powers and I have earth powers, you know. I just love when magic systems kind of combine that, and it's not just kind of like, you know, elemental, although I do still love kind of elemental fantasy. I actually really like the main couple, and I think Bryce is really cool. She's the main female character, and I had no idea the path it was going, and so I was just like having a blast. I got spoiled for the end of the second book, but the third book I had absolutely no idea what was going to happen, and I think that was great because I really was not expecting a lot of what happened, and I just think it was cool how it ended. Yeah, there was one other thing I was going to say about the series, and I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, in the first book, there's like this inciting incident, which kickstarts basically the whole book, and there was a bit of a nod to that at the end of book 3, and I don't know why, but it almost made me cry. Like, I was actually like tearing up and my throat was getting tight. It was the strangest thing, and I don't cry with like books, but I think I had this expectation going into it that like well, I can't really spoil a lot of it, but just kind of based on things that I got spoiled with for book 2, I kind of expected that inciting incident to kind of go a bit differently. So when it was finally like concluded in book 3, I think I was just like, are you kidding me? So yeah, I don't know why I got so emotional with that. Yes, anyway, that was the first book that we finished, and then the second book that we finished was oh my god, is it called The Deal? Yeah, The Deal by Elle Kennedy. So this is book 1 in the Off-Campus series, and I did not expect to love this so much. I just had so much fun with this book. I really had no idea like what it was about going into it, but I really just needed like a palate cleanser. I'd been reading a lot of fantasy, and I was a little like in a bit of a reading slump pretty much. It took me a really long time to read Crescent City 1 or Crescent City 3. And so I just kind of wanted like a fun contemporary just to kind of break up what I was reading, and you know, just to kind of, I just needed something fun and like easily digestible, and I have found one of like a new like favorite contemporary romance series, which like I thought I would never say, because y'all know I'm not a big contemporary romance person. I don't really read it a whole lot, and the ones that I do read I don't tend to like, but I have a select few that I do enjoy. The Off-Campus series is now one of them, and now I want like all the books. So I read the first book, The Deal, and this follows Garrett and Hannah, I think is the, I feel like now there's so many people I don't know who's who, but Garrett and Hannah, I feel like her name isn't Hannah. I know it's not Grace, because that was the mistake, but I'm pretty sure it's Hannah. I don't know why I don't want to, I feel like her name's not Hannah, but I really related a lot to kind of Hannah's storyline, and I kind of really liked where they went with it, because I feel like in a lot of times when characters have that sort of backstory, I never really like where the authors go with it, and I can explain it a bit more than if I pull a specific example that I'm thinking of, it'll spoil the book. And yeah, I don't really have anything bad to say about it. Maybe I keep touching my hair. I'm sorry. I just washed it, so I'm like touching it. It's so long too. I really need to get it cut. I don't like it this long, but I'm gonna wait till I start my PhD program and then get it cut. Kind of like a new year, new me, new degree thing. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't think I have anything bad to say about it. I actually did really like it, and I really liked that there was no third act conflict, and I liked how I liked how the third act conflict wasn't miscommunication, and I liked how the third act conflict was kind of wrapped up. I thought it was kind of just like an, oh, that's a funny moment, and then everything was all good. So overall, I just had like a really great reading experience with that book, and I really enjoyed it. And so then the second book that I read was The Mistake by Elle Kennedy. So that was book 2 in the off-campus series, which follows Logan and Hannah. I didn't enjoy this one as much because it is very insta-lovey, insta-lusty kind of, and I did really enjoy the story still, and I think Logan is super funny, and so I did really enjoy the story. It just definitely wasn't, you know, the same as The Deal, and of the two, that one definitely is the one that I liked the least. And so yeah, so that was the last book that we finished, and I did start the, oh my god, what's it called? The Score by Elle Kennedy, which is book 3 in the off-campus series. I'm about 100 pages into it, and I'm having a lot of time. I'm having a lot of fun with it. So in this one we followed Dean, which I've been waiting to get to. I didn't really think I wanted to like read about him, but in book 2 we kind of got a bit more of his character, and I was like, I need to read more about this man, which I never thought would be me, but I was just so intrigued by him, and he's definitely like the sluttiest of like the 4, or is it 5 main guys? I think so far it's 4, but maybe there's a 5th book that I'm forgetting. But I was just so curious of who, you know, he would end up with. And so this one actually follows one of Hannah's friends. What's her name? Allie. Yeah. And so this one follows Allie. And so you have Dean and you have Allie. And Allie is trying to get over a long-term relationship that she's in. And then you have Dean who like is like, should I like settle down? And so Allie and Dean actually have like a one-night stand kind of thing, and Dean is like blown away by how good it was, and so he's like, can we do that again please? And she's like, nope, no thank you. And Dean is not used to getting a no from someone, and so he's like, can we please keep doing this? And she's like, no. And so that's kind of where we're at, and he's trying to, you know, proposition her again and whatnot. And so eventually I guess they will settle down. So I'm very curious to see kind of where their story will go. And yeah, and then I saw so Tucker is the 4th book, and I saw who he might end up with just because I could not resist like seeing if it was Tucker or not. And I saw the girl main character, and I'm very intrigued how that is gonna work out. So yeah, anyway, I also don't know who, I swear there's a 5th book, I'm not sure who it's about, but yeah. Anyway, I also learned that there is a TV series like being filmed right now, or about to be filmed. I think they put out a casting call or something recently, and so now I'm really excited. I had no idea a TV show was going to happen. I think maybe I heard it like ages ago, because when I kind of reheard the news, I was like, that sounds familiar. So I feel like I heard about it ages ago, and so now that I'm like I'm reading the books, I am kind of excited to like watch that. So hopefully, I think maybe the earliest we can see it is like 2026 at some point. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, but very excited to watch that when that happens. And yeah, anyway, I think that is everything. So those are all my updates. Overall, just a really good reading vlog, and I am excited to get back into reading now. I feel like maybe I'm like still in a bit of a reading slump, but at least I'm like reading good books now, and I am excited to keep reading The Score, and then I guess I'll go on to Tucker's book, and then if there's a 5th one, I'll go on to that one, because my Kindle Unlimited subscription ends at the end of the month. So like if I want to read the series and like finish it, then I need to like keep reading those. And then I believe there's a couple novellas, and I also think there's some newer, I know she wrote The Graham Effect or something, which follows Hannah's and Garrett's kid, which I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that one, because I don't really like following like the children, you know, like I'm not like a big like pregnancy trope kind of person, but this is like set, I believe, in college or maybe after college, so like they're not, you know, children, they are grown adults, but I don't know, we'll see how that goes. I've actually never, I don't think I've ever read like a series and then followed up with like the kids, so we'll see how that goes, but I'll definitely check it out if I am intrigued enough. So yeah, anyway, I think that is it for this video. I'm getting tired, I'm gonna go to bed. I have to go back to work tomorrow and I'm so sad, but I have a bit of a shorter week this week because I am going out of town to visit a college for the PhD program that I'm interested in. So I will be out of town, and I do have to work a bit longer to like make up my hours, which kind of sucks, but it does mean I only work 3 days a week this week, so that is nice. And yeah, anyway, so I think that's everything. I am the worst at ending videos, but anyway, let me know what y'all have read recently. I'd love to hear any recommendations. Maybe more sports romances. Am I a sports romance girly now? I mean, the off-campus series, it's about hockey, but there really isn't a whole lot of hockey in it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna end this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!